The Lion King of the Jungle, a tale of harmony and courage.
In the heart of the untamed wilderness, where the sun's golden rays filter through a canopy of ancient trees, and the air hums with the symphony of nature's voices, lies a realm like no other. This is the jungle, a place of mystery and wonder, where every rustle in the undergrowth, every distant roar, carries with it a story waiting to be told. Amidst the dense foliage and echoing calls, a tale of profound significance unfolds, a tale of regal lions, spirited friendships, and the delicate dance of existence. As we venture deeper into this enchanting narrative, the Lion King of the Jungle, we find ourselves not only swept away by the adventures that await, but also immersed in the wisdom that emerges from the heart of the wilderness. In this mesmerizing realm, a lion named Mufasa rules as the benevolent king. His majestic presence exudes a sense of calm and authority, a living embodiment of the harmony that reigns over the land. With him dwells Simba, a young lion cub who embodies innocence and curiosity. As we watch Simba playfully chase his friend Nala through sun-dappled glades, we witness the joy that emanates from a world untouched by worry. Yet, as in all stories, a shadow looms on the horizon. Mufasa's brother, Scar, harbors a jealousy as deep and consuming as the darkest crevices of the jungle. Scar's cunning mind devises a plan that shatters the tranquility. Simba, unwittingly ensnared in Scar's web of deceit, flees his home, leaving behind all he holds dear. It is a turning point that sets the stage for a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and redemption. In his newfound exile, Simba crosses paths with the carefree Timon and the wise Pumbaa. These eccentric characters introduce him to a carefree philosophy of life, encapsulated in the phrase, Hakuna Matata. With their guidance, Simba learns to leave his past behind and embrace the present moment. Together, they forge an unbreakable bond, their laughter echoing through the jungle like a soothing melody. Yet destiny has other plans. Simba's childhood friend, Nala, ventures beyond the boundaries of her homeland, seeking help for a jungle that has lost its vibrancy. Her encounter with the grown Simba sets in motion a chain of events that will test his newfound philosophy. Nala reminds him of the responsibilities he has abandoned, of the legacy he is meant to uphold. The jungle itself, once a symphony of life, now cries out for a savior. As Simba faces the ghosts of his past and confronts the challenges that lie ahead, the true essence of his character emerges. He learns that the circle of life is not merely a concept, but a delicate equilibrium that requires guardianship and courage. With the support of old and new friends alike, Simba dares to challenge Scar's tyranny, setting the stage for a climactic clash that will determine the fate of the jungle. And so, dear reader, as we embark on this journey through the rich tapestry of The Lion King of the Jungle, let us open our hearts to the lessons it imparts. Let us immerse ourselves in the world where bravery, camaraderie, and the understanding of one's place in the intricate web of life shape destinies. Join us in this captivating narrative, as we learn from the jungle's inhabitants, and perhaps even glimpse a reflection of our own humanity in the shimmering waters of its narrative stream.
Chapter 1: The Peaceful Jungle. In a realm untouched by the passage of time, where emerald leaves rustle with secrets and sunbeams weave patterns on the forest floor, the peaceful jungle thrived in harmonious tranquility. Here, creatures of every kind coexisted in a delicate dance, their lives intricately woven into the fabric of the land they called home. At the heart of this verdant tapestry stood the wise and noble Mufasa, the reigning Lion King. His majestic presence radiated a sense of serenity and protection that enveloped all who resided within the jungle's embrace. His amber eyes held the wisdom of generations past, and his rumbling roar echoed like a melody through the vast expanse of green. Beside Mufasa stood his spirited young son, Simba, a playful lion cub with a heart full of wonder. Simba's boundless curiosity led him to explore every nook and cranny of the jungle, accompanied by his devoted friend Nala, a lioness cub with eyes as bright as the morning sunday. Their laughter intertwined with the chirping birds and the rustling leaves, a symphony of joy that seemed to enchant the very air. The peaceful jungle was not merely a habitat, it was a community that thrived on mutual respect and shared purpose. The elephants, with their gentle eyes and wise trunks, traversed the land, shaping its very contours. Graceful cheetahs streaked like golden lightning through the underbrush, keeping the balance between life and survival. Monkeys swung from branch to branch, their antics a reminder that joy was as essential as the air they breathed. And high above, the birds painted the sky with their vibrant plumage, their songs a melodious testament to the unity of all living things. Every dawn was greeted with a chorus of life, and every dusk was celebrated with a sunset that painted the heavens in hues of orange and pink. Under the watchful gaze of Mufasa, the jungle thrived, its inhabitants bound by an unwritten code that transcended species and whispered of a shared destiny. In the heart of the peaceful jungle, a profound truth echoed through the rustling leaves, that the circle of life connected all beings, from the tiniest insect to the mightiest predator. It was a lesson passed down through generations, a sacred understanding that shaped every paw print, every flutter of wings, and every whispered breeze. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the jungle settled into the embrace of night, the peaceful jungle remained a haven of serenity, a testament to the remarkable harmony that could be achieved when hearts beat in time with the rhythm of nature. Little did its inhabitants know that this harmony, like the delicate petals of a flower, would soon face the winds of change that would test its very foundation.
Chapter 2: Simba's Birth. Amidst the gentle whispers of the breeze and the rustling leaves, a joyous event unfolded within the heart of the peaceful jungle. Mufasa, the wise and mighty Lion King, stood proudly beneath the sheltering branches of an ancient baobab tree. His eyes gleamed with affection and pride as he looked upon his newborn son, Simba. Simba was a bundle of golden fur, his innocent eyes wide with curiosity as he gazed upon the world for the very first time. His tiny paws, still unsteady, held the promise of a future filled with adventure and discovery. Beside Mufasa stood Sarabi, the queen lioness, a vision of grace and strength as she watched over their precious cub with a love that transcended words. As the sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a warm glow over the jungle, the creatures of the peaceful jungle gathered to witness this momentous occasion. Elephants trumpeted in celebration, their deep rumbling calls joining the chorus of the jungle's many voices. Birds painted the sky with a vibrant display of colors, and monkeys swung from branch to branch, their energy mirroring the exuberance of the occasion. Simba's birth was a symbol of hope, a reminder that life's cycle continued, weaving its intricate patterns through the tapestry of existence. The joy that radiated from Mufasa and Sarabi was infectious,
touching every heart that beat within the peaceful jungle. In the midst of this jubilation, young Simba's innocent laughter seemed to blend with the very essence of the land, promising a future as bright and boundless as the horizon itself. As the night fell and the stars painted a glittering canvas above, the peaceful jungle settled into a contented stillness, cradling its newest member in a cocoon of love and protection. Little did Simba know that the lessons and adventures that awaited him would shape him into a lion whose roar would echo through the ages, reminding all who heard it of the enduring strength of family, friendship, and the legacy of a land where harmony reigned supreme.
Chapter 3: The Circle of Life. In the heart of the peaceful jungle, where the leaves whispered ancient tales and the river's melody played in harmony with the wind's soft caress, Mufasa, the wise Lion King, gathered the jungle's inhabitants under the towering branches of the great acacia tree. It was a gathering that happened once in every cub's lifetime, a lesson that would forever shape their understanding of the world. As the animals of the jungle settled into their designated spots, their eyes fixed upon Mufasa, the air seemed to hum with a sense of reverence. Simba, now a curious and energetic young lion cub, sat beside Nala, his childhood friend, their gazes wide with anticipation. Mufasa's voice, deep and resonant like the heartbeat of the jungle itself, filled the clearing. He spoke of the circle of life, a concept that interconnected every living being, from the tiniest insect to the grandest lion. With every word, he wove a tapestry of balance and purpose, explaining that every creature had a role to play, a place in the intricate dance that sustained the jungle's rhythm. The lions, as the guardians of the jungle, ensured the balance between predator and prey. The elephants, with their gentle strength, shaped the landscape and created pathways for life to thrive. Birds and insects contributed to pollination and seed dispersal, ensuring the growth of plants that fed the herbivores. The harmony of life was a symphony in which every note, no matter how soft or bold, had its significance. As the sun dipped low, casting a warm, golden glow over the assembly, Mufasa's words seemed to paint a vivid picture in the minds of all who listened. The jungle was not just a collection of beings, it was a web of connections, a story woven by each creature's existence. The circle of life was a reminder that every action had consequences, that the choices made by one could ripple through the lives of many. And as the gathering drew to a close, the animals returned to their daily lives with a renewed sense of purpose. Simba and Nala, their hearts brimming with newfound understanding, explored the jungle with a deeper sense of respect and wonder. Their laughter, now touched by the wisdom of Mufasa's teachings, seemed to echo the very essence of the circle of life, an eternal cycle that bound them all in a tapestry of existence, forever linked by the threads of destiny.
Chapter 4: Scar's Jealousy. Beneath the starlit canopy of the peaceful jungle, where the night's secrets whispered through the rustling leaves and the moon's gentle glow bathed the land in silver light, a shadow lurked. Scar, Mufasa's envious brother, slinked through the undergrowth like a whisper of darkness, his eyes burning with a bitterness that tainted the air. As the moon's ethereal beams touched his matted fur, Scar's thoughts turned to Simba, the young lion cub whose presence dimmed Scar's chances of ever seizing the throne. Jealousy, like a venomous serpent, coiled around Scar's heart, feeding his desire for power and control. He plotted and schemed, his mind a cauldron of deceit and malevolence. One fateful day, Scar's treacherous plan took root. With a cunning that matched the jungle's most clever predators, he lured Simba into a dangerous gorge, where the wildebeest herds thundered in a frenzied stampede. Panic coursed through Simba's veins as he tried to escape the deadly onslaught. In the chaos, Mufasa appeared, his mighty roar thundering like a protective shield. With all his strength, Mufasa saved his son, lifting him to safety. But as the dust settled and the danger subsided, Scar's sinister intentions became clear. Using cunning words and twisted truths, he convinced Simba that his presence had caused the tragic events. Scar's manipulative lies weighed heavy on Simba's heart, and with a heavy sadness, the young cub fled the only home he had ever known, leaving behind his family and friends. The peaceful jungle felt a void in Simba's absence. Mufasa mourned the loss of his son, and Nala, once Simba's closest companion, searched the jungle in vain for any trace of him. Scar's malevolent laughter, hidden within the shadows, echoed through the night as he tightened his grip on the throne. Yet, even as darkness seemed to tighten its grip on the land, a glimmer of hope remained. For the peaceful jungle, though wounded, held within its heart the teachings of the circle of life. And as the stars watched over the unfolding drama, they seemed to whisper that even in the face of treachery, the bond between family and friends could never truly be broken, a truth that would one day shine like a beacon, guiding lost footsteps back to where they belonged.
Chapter 5: Timon and Pumbaa. Amidst the vast expanse of a desert land, where sand dunes stretched like golden waves and the sun blazed unforgivingly, Simba found himself at a crossroads. The vibrant jungle he had left behind seemed like a distant memory, replaced by an arid landscape that mirrored the desolation within his heart. It was in this unforgiving realm that Simba encountered Timon, a quick-witted meerkat, and Pumbaa, a kind-hearted warthog. Their unconventional friendship was a beacon of light in a world dominated by solitude and struggle. Timon's comedic antics and Pumbaa's unwavering loyalty breathed life into Simba's heavy heart, offering a respite from the weight of his past. Hakuna Matata, the carefree philosophy that Timon and Pumbaa lived by, echoed in the desert winds. It meant, no worries, a mantra that Simba took to heart. Under their tutelage, he learned to cast aside the shadows of guilt and responsibility, embracing a life where every moment was lived without the burdens of yesterday or the anxieties of tomorrow. Simba's days were marked by laughter, the trio's carefree adventures taking them from starlit nights under a canvas of constellations to sun-soaked days in search of food and shelter. The jungle's lessons were replaced by the survival skills of the desert, as Timon and Pumbaa shared their wisdom, however unconventional it might have been. As Simba grew, so did his bond with Timon and Pumbaa. He came to realize that their friendship was a refuge, a sanctuary from the pain that lingered in the recesses of his mind. The barren desert, once a symbol of isolation, transformed into a place of camaraderie, where the scars of his past began to heal. Yet, even in the midst of his newfound contentment, a gentle breeze seemed to carry echoes of a long-forgotten melody, the laughter of his childhood friend, Nala, and the lessons of his father, Mufasa. As much as Simba tried to drown out these echoes, they persisted, tugging at his heartstrings with a sense of purpose he had almost forgotten. And so, beneath the desert stars, Simba's journey with Timon and Pumbaa reached a crossroads. The vibrant memories of the peaceful jungle and the echoes of his heritage whispered in the wind, urging him to remember who he was and the legacy he was meant to uphold. As Simba gazed at the night sky, the stars seemed to shimmer with a promise of a destiny yet to be fulfilled, a destiny that awaited him beyond the desert's boundaries.
Chapter 6. Remember who you are. In the heart of the peaceful jungle, where moonbeams danced on the surface of tranquil ponds and the leaves whispered tales of ages past, a young lion's destiny hung in the balance. Simba, once the playful cub who reveled in the jungle's embrace, now wandered a distant land, burdened by guilt and uncertainty. Amidst the lush foliage, Nala's determined eyes sparkled with a glimmer of hope. With a courage that matched the fierce sun's rays, she ventured beyond the jungle's borders, her paws carrying her on a journey to seek help. Her mission was clear: to find the one who had vanished, the one who held the key to restoring the jungle's harmony. Nala's quest led her to a place where lush grasslands met the horizon. There, amid the arid expanse, she discovered Simba, her childhood friend, now a lion who had forgotten his roots and the significance of his role. Their reunion, though marred by Simba's reluctance, became a turning point, a beacon of truth amidst the lies that had ensnared him. As Nala looked into Simba's eyes, she saw traces of the lion he used to be, the lion who had once chased butterflies and shared dreams beneath the stars. With a determination that mirrored Mufasa's wisdom, Nala implored Simba to remember who he truly was, to recall the teachings of the circle of life that had shaped their world. As they journeyed back to the peaceful jungle, Simba's heart began to stir. Memories of his past flooded his thoughts, the laughter, the wisdom, the bonds that had defined him. With Nala's guidance, Simba rediscovered the echoes of his childhood and the responsibilities he had abandoned. Under the moonlit sky, Nala and Simba stood before the reflection of their ancestors, a pool of shimmering water that seemed to hold the very essence of the jungle's past. Mufasa's spectral form materialized within the water's surface, his voice a comforting presence that whispered words of guidance and strength. "Remember who you are," Mufasa's voice echoed, a gentle reminder that carried the weight of generations. Simba's eyes met his father's, and in that moment, a transformation occurred. The young lion's posture straightened, his resolve ignited, and his purpose became clear. Simba's roar, a symphony of courage and reclamation, pierced the night. It echoed through the jungle, a declaration that he would no longer run from his past or deny his heritage. The peaceful jungle quivered with renewed hope as Simba, Nala, and the memory of Mufasa embarked on a journey to restore what had been lost, to reclaim the throne, and to fulfill the promise of the circle of life. And as the stars glistened in the heavens, they seemed to twinkle with a knowing brilliance, witnessing the reawakening of a lion's spirit and the revival of a legacy that had withstood the trials of darkness.
Chapter 7. Return of the King. Under the embrace of a crimson-hued sunrise, the peaceful jungle stirred with a sense of anticipation. The air crackled with an energy that whispered of impending change, a transformation that had been ignited by a lion's resolute roar. Simba, now bearing the weight of his heritage and the teachings of the circle of life, led a formidable assembly of friends, allies, and jungle inhabitants towards the heart of his rightful kingdom. The sun cast a warm golden light upon the jungle's denizens as they gathered beneath the towering branches of the great acacia tree. Their eyes, filled with determination and hope,
fixed upon Simba with an unwavering belief that seemed to resonate with the very heartbeat of the jungle. Scar's reign of malevolence had left scars upon the land. Once thriving plants had withered, once happy animals had cowered, and the very essence of the circle of life had been distorted. But amidst these wounds, a spirit of resilience had blossomed. Simba's unwavering conviction and the unity of those who stood beside him radiated like a beacon. The confrontation that ensued was a clash of ideals and strength, of darkness and light. Scar, his eyes filled with venomous spite, met Simba's unwavering gaze. The clash of roars echoed like a challenge, reverberating through the very soul of the jungle. A fierce battle unfolded, as the jungle's inhabitants rallied behind Simba, their collective voices rising in a chorus of defiance. Through the dust and tumult, Simba confronted Scar, unmasking the malevolence that had hidden beneath a facade of power. With the spirit of Mufasa guiding him, Simba's courage proved greater than Scar's treachery. In a climactic moment, Scar's reign was brought to an end, his twisted ambitions cast aside by the forces of justice and unity. As the triumphant sun broke through the canopy, bathing the jungle in a renewed light, Simba ascended the Pride Rock, a symbol of his rightful place as king. The jungle roared its approval, the echoes of its inhabitants' voices a testament to their unwavering support. The circle of life, once distorted by Scar's malevolence, now thrived anew, as balance and harmony were restored to the land. And so, the peaceful jungle reclaimed its title of serenity, as Simba ruled with wisdom and compassion. His reign, guided by the teachings of Mufasa and the bonds forged through friendship, became a testament to the enduring power of unity and the circle of life. The creatures of the jungle flourished once more, their lives intertwined in a dance that celebrated the shared destiny of all living things. As the stars adorned the night sky, they watched over a land where the lessons of the past had woven a tapestry of hope, courage, and renewal. The tale of the Lion King of the jungle became a timeless reminder that even in the face of darkness, the light of unity and the echoes of wisdom could overcome any obstacle and pave the way for a brighter tomorrow.